Hey y'all, it's your girl Need to Be Watching, and I'm back with a little video. I wanted to do a reflection. As you saw in my title, I have come to the point where I can admit I picked wrong. I picked wrong, y'all. I picked wrong. And you know, that's the first step. The first step is admitting out loud that you picked wrong. Now, before the messy Moses and Marthas start on their little tangent of feeling as though they can judge, feeling as though they were sitting here to judge me high and low and tell me how I should have picked better, I should have did better, let me get into more detail. This video is not about relationships. Honestly, when I realized I picked wrong, I realized, dang, that saying could be used for anything, whether it was picking the wrong job, which is what I'm talking about, but also picking the wrong partner, picking the wrong major, picking the wrong area, state, country to live in. It's like once you realize, dang, I picked wrong, I feel like the next thing that happens is, how can I fix what is going on? Now let me get into it. So for me personally, I picked wrong, y'all. This job, career choice that I went into, I wanted to dive in. I wanted to see what it was like. It's a lot. And I just thought to myself, dang, I done picked wrong. I done picked the wrong job. And it's like when you realize you picked wrong, that is, like I said, it's a tough pill to swallow, because it's like, what do I do next? Now, y'all know the girl I always got a plan inside of a plan. So I already know what I need to do, and it's already in motion. But I'm just like, you know, when you have your hope set up on something and you have it planned down to the T, and you like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go here, do that, and it just makes so much sense in the moment until you get into it, and then you're like, what is going on here? Like, this ain't for me. And again, this could be used in any situation, like whether it's a relationship and you picked wrong. You know, you saw something with each other, you know, you thought it was going to be something, you put time in, you know, you got to know the person, and then it's like you get to that point where you're like, who is this? Dang, I done picked the wrong person. Or you could say it for moving. I have heard many times people moving to different states or countries, and they saw so much promise there. It was supposed to be so many opportunities. You know, it was going to be a step in the right direction, a fresh start, and you get there and you're in mayhem and hell. You're like, dang, I done picked wrong. And a major. A lot of times you go to school and you thought this was going to be the great career move and major, and then when you start doing them classes and you realize there's certain things in your curriculum and your brain ain't braining and the math is mathing, but you ain't mathing with the math, you done picked the wrong major. It's like, what do you do? Do you sit around? Do you complain? Do you hide? Because a lot of times people don't want to admit that they picked wrong because of the backlash of the people, and you know, having to see an old co-worker that you gave the finger to, and it's like, hey, I'm back here, y'all. Or you know, you like, I'm moving, this is gonna be a new start, just to move back to your old neighborhood. And you don't want to have to answer those questions of, hey, what happened? I thought you was moving. I thought you was doing this and that. Like, don't nobody want to go through that. Don't nobody want to answer those questions. But, you know, I really was saying to myself, who really cares? Yeah, I picked wrong, and I'm going to figure that ish out like I do everything else in my life. Because at the end of the day, you don't owe an explanation to anybody how you choose to live your life. Whether you want to go to the moon or back, Nobody has to know. nobody's gonna know. It's like, but it's really nobody's business. And a lot of times we allow people to be entitled to our moves and our changes, and we feel like, it has to be broadcast, and if it don't go the way we wanted it to go, we have to give an explanation. A lot of times people be so scared to just live their lives because of the background noise, and you really have to ignore the background noise, because that's what it is, background noise. And you don't know what those people got going on. Those people ain't coming to you with their tea and their business. I feel like we live in a day and age where people will rather you walk around with scarlet letters or, posters on your back with all your sins and unaccomplishments so that they can judge you and feel better than. But that's why I'm letting y'all know, you have to accept yourself. You have to love yourself. And you can't care what anyone says, because at the end of the day, people are going to judge you. They're going to have something to say. So if you picked wrong and you moved to that state and it ain't working, it's not working out, and the best thing for you to do is to move back. Girl, boy, sir, ma'am, move. Go back home. Don't stay somewhere that is not working for you because you want to prove a point. Because at the end of the day, that point that you're trying to prove, don't nobody care about. Because the same people that are judging you, they got a whole skeleton closet. They got stuff they going through that you don't know about. You picked wrong. Oh well, now what? Keep living life. Keep figuring it out for yourself. We all have our own life to live, and we don't owe anyone an explanation as to why we live the way we live, why we move in the way we move in. We don't owe anybody that. The only person you owe that to is yourself. So you picked wrong. Now what? You going to complain? You going to hide under a tree? You going to cry to yourself? You going to stay inside away from you going to stay inside away from people because you don't want them to look at you funny, or wonder why you're back home, or wonder why you dropped out of school, or wonder why you went back to school at 40, or wonder why you left that marriage, or wonder why you married that man or woman. Who cares, y'all? Live your life. And that's all I'm finna say. Live your life, period.